My reading glasses at the back, sorry. This never happened to me when I was a young punk. I actually had eyes that worked. Thank you, Bella. It's my wife, she's a bear.
Thank you.
My oldest friend, Rob Earl, is sitting at the back with his wife Betty. This is how, he's a great poet too. This is how his parents met during Battle of Britain. Apple Pickers, 1940. As they work, above them, a Spitfire takes on a Messerschmitt, the daily dogfights of the autumn days of 1940. The spit, like a great broken bird, comes down into the orchard. Wicker baskets fall from their hands, apples bruising on wet grass as they rush to help. They pull the pilot free from the fuselage. He's just 19. At first, they think he's wounded, but it's just red hydraulic fluid. Marge was a land girl, and Arthur a reservist waiting to be called up. This is how they met. It was a fruit picker's morning. Pockets of mist in the valley. The River Medway, a white snake. Juggling around because things were going on a bit long, so I've had to readjust this. Okay. We all love our computers, don't we? No? Updating. You have 13 outdated drivers. Fix now. Your device might not work while it's updating. You have 7 magpies that have been sent to watch over you while you sleep tonight. Do not turn off the device until the process is complete, as this might corrupt unsaved data. We have placed 4 archangels at cardinal points at the throne of the ineffable above you. A murmuration of starlings has been assigned to ensure your safety while you wait. Do not power down. Spanish, I guess, after me. We've just gone across Spain, done 6 cities, and Rafael here has done really good translations because the humour carried on. It's nice hearing Spanish people laughing at something. I hope they were laughing at my humour. But this is called Coyote poem, Grand Theft Auto. Something tricky in the cosmos. Something with pointy ears, something with a long nose, something with a ragged tail, something that steals your chickens, something that hotwires your car. I'm talking Grand Theft Auto. I'm talking Grand Theft Auto. Something that drives a stolen Thunderbird across the red Martian desert of New Mexico Badlands and smiles at you from the glossy cover of Arizona highways. Something that runs over a roadrunner on Route 66. Beep, beep now, you little bastard. I say beep, beep now.
Poema del Coyote, Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto is, like they call it in the United States, stolen vehicles. Algo que perturba el orden cósmico, algo con orejas puntiagudas, algo con una nariz larga, algo con una cola andrajosa, algo que te roba las gallinas, algo que te hace un puente en el coche. Os estoy hablando de robo de vehículos, os hablo de robo de automóviles, de algo que conduce un Thunderbird robado por el desierto rojo y marciano de las malas tierras de Nuevo México y que te sonríe desde la portada satinada de la revista Autopistas de Arizona. Algo que arrolla a un correcaminos en la Ruta 66. Venga, pequeño cabroncete, pip, pip, pip ahora. Venga, atrévete a decir bip, bip.
Shaman song. Is this a dream I'm dreaming? Is this a dream I'm dreaming? Or am I only dreaming? I am in a dream. Is this a song I'm singing? Is this a song I'm singing? Or am I just a song that is being sung? I'm dancing with the word. The word is like a wife. The word is like a knife, a healing surgeon's knife. Is this a stone I'm skimming? Is this a stone I'm skimming? Or am I just a stone skimming on the wave? If I were a mirror, you say you are not beautiful, but that's because the only time you see yourself is when you're scowling into a mirror. You don't see yourself when you look at me and smile. If I were a mirror, you would see a beautiful woman. I added a short poem to this that I wasn't going to read. We hear a lot about the male gaze recently. I based it on a photograph of one of my cross-dressing friends, a pretty Chinese boy looking into a mirror while he's dressed up. The male gaze. He's a very pretty young man with the face of an Asian goddess. Sometimes I wish I looked like him. But if I did, I'd spend every minute of every day looking at my reflection until I turned into a flower. This is called It's called My Father's Watch. Just before he died, my father gave me his pocket watch. He always wore it looped through his waistcoat on a chain. It was made of alchemical gold, the kind that can change the colour of your soul. When my father died, the watch disappeared. I found out later my mother had sold it to get money for cigarettes. I did not see the watch until 30 years later. In January 2000, a fox brought me the watch in its mouth. He won't give it to me. He wants to play. I must chase him. I have to catch him to prove the watch is really mine. If I see a dead fox by the side of the road, I always get out of the car and check to see if there's a gold watch and chain in its mouth. You never know. Right, this is called Nike. Actually, it should be Nike, which is a goddess of speed and victory. And it's based on something I actually saw. Nike. Last night, on a TV quiz show, a group of athletes, most of who had won gold or silver medals at the Olympics, answered general knowledge questions, all for charity. The contestants were referred to as Olympians. They did not do well. A question asked of one champion was, "What is the name of the mountain where Zeus and the pantheon of Greek gods lived?" The contestant looked blank, shook her head. How or why would anyone know that? Even when told the answer, she made no connection. Nike, goddess of victory. There's a statue of her in the Louvre at the top of a short flight of stairs. Once, Audrey Hepburn ran down them saying in that sexy, breathy yet somehow innocent voice, "Take the picture, take the picture." Where at the foot of them, Fred Astaire fumbled with the camera setting in the movie Funny Face. That Nike, goddess of victory and personification of speed and flight, never wore trainers. This is called Blue, and Rafael is going to read the Spanish version. Blue. She asked me the meaning of blue, but I could not find a single definition. It's pinned to a flying fish, written on a Hokkaido wave. It's an alternative word for Mediterranean. A flake of Navajo sky fixed to a silver bracelet fashioned to look like a feather. A ceiling of lapis lazuli, that always open eye of the peacock angel's wing. It's Thelonious Monk's take on Rondo à la Turque, the sound of Picasso's silent guitar. A colour only truly seen by the blind man on the corner of Basin Street.
Azul. Me preguntó qué significa azul, pero no supe encontrar una única definición. Va prendido a un pez volador. Está escrito en una ola de Okusai. Es una palabra alternativa mediterráneo. Un copo del cielo de los navajos incrustado en una pulsera de plata diseñada en forma de pluma. Es un techo de lapislázuli, el ojo siempre abierto del ala de ángel de un pavo real. Es la versión de Thelonious Monk del Rondo à la Turque. El sonido de la silenciosa guitarra de Picasso, un color que solo se ve verdaderamente, solo lo ve el hombre ciego de la esquina de Basin Street, el blues.
I don't know whether I should read this poem in here. It's called A Stranger in Paradise. Well, there's a quote at the beginning of it by a female Muslim saint called Rabia el-Basri, who was a slave at one time and then became a Sufi mystic. This is the quote: "I have come to douse the fires of hell and burn away the promise of paradise." I don't believe heaven is a place, but if it were true, I would have to enter as an illegal immigrant, with no documentation and a forged passport. After all, I have married an angel, so I should be eligible for a green card. On the test for citizenship, I'd need to pretend that white is my favourite colour, while I plot to paint the celestial city red instead, biting my tongue as I listen to sermons by sanctimonious saints. But if you were there, as you surely would be, I would grit my teeth and go with the flow or secretly reading banned books at night by flashlight. Right, just two more. Right, this is called The 20th Century, Part 1. I never get around to reading part 2 because it's too long. Nobody in Spain got to hear it, except the ones who probably bought the book.
The joke we've been making when you say that in Spain was you have to buy the book to read the book.
The 20th Century, Part 1. The 3 bears came back from their walk. They live in a neat little cottage in the wild wood, which used to be very wild, but now it's a nice, neat, suburban housing estate, and everything's much tidier. They're horrified to discover their house has been burgled. Porridge has been eaten. Furniture broken. Baby Bear finds a semi-comatose blonde in his bed. He sniffs her. She smells of booze, and by her dishevelled appearance, he thinks she may have had sex. Much worse than this, someone had placed modern art in the centre of the room, and you can't move without tripping over it. Father Bear was getting angry. You better take a look outside, said Mother Bear. Father Bear goes out into the garden. His mouth drops open in disbelief. This is the final straw. Some vandal, has placed a very large 20th century in the middle of the nice, neat lawn. Who is responsible for this outrage? A man steps out of the shadows. It was I, said Pablo Picasso, and I'm not sorry. This is called a song for taking your fur coat off. We are bears. 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 But some of us are in disguise.
Canción para quitarse el abrigo de pieles. Somos osos. ¿Somos osos? ¡Somos osos! ¡Somos osos! ¡Somos osos! ¡Somos osos! ¡Somos osos! Aunque algunos vamos disfrazados.
Thank you very much. Books for sale at the back, and I'll start